Hello, welcome back to the Fairly Dinkum podcast. I'm here today with Fairly Fordy, Fairly Caleb, and myself, Fairly Ashley. And let's get
Usual suspects.
Show on the road.
Let's get this started, mate.
So what happened this weekend, Clay? You had a party, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I had two parties, actually. I had my brother's engagement party,
Yeah.
which was fucking pretty schmick, big setup, big fairy lights everywhere,
Yeah.
nice cold room. It was stinking hot there, man. Like,
Oh, it would have been.
no joke. Everyone kept going into the cold room just to stand in there. Like, everyone was going in shifts. Like, someone would close the door behind you, just stay there for, like, a while, picking up piss and shit inside. And, yeah, no, it's good. And then I had a mate's late birthday party out camping, which was good, yeah.
Far out.
Where'd you go?
Yeah. Anyway, fairly Logan's property.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was good. It really good.
We do it. Yeah. So that's way out towards I forgot the place called. Well, you go past where I work to get there. So
Yeah, well, you just go past Gully and you just keep driving. Just follow that road and it goes all.
it's a fair distance. It's a fair distance away.
It's a decent drive.
Yeah.
Good thing.
I don't understand how Fairly Logan does it most of the time.
Oh man.
I'm fairly sure he's got a house in town, doesn't he?
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
he works at bloody Wallow.
well, yeah, he's moved out of his little apartment, so I think he might be staying with some like relatives and stuff just for a bit and see if he can find a better one,
Yeah.
something more comfortable for him.
Fair enough.
But yeah, save a bit of money while he can too.
What was the party like? Was it busting?
Yeah, man, it went off. Bit of fishing, bit of drinking.
You sound like you're a bit hungover.
Oh, I'm pretty dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the greatest. Shit happens.
What did you get up to on the weekend, Caleb?
Bit of fuck all, bit of sleep, catching up.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Man, sleep would be good.
Fucking Friday night we went to Titty Girls after work.
Oh, first of the month here, right?
Yeah, went to Titty Girls and then fucking went over to the Crown. Got absolutely shit faced. There were so many people there.
True.
Never seen the Crown that packed full of people before.
Oh, damn.
It's like because it was the footy club raffle. So all the footy blokes, Ashley and all that were there, all part of the footy blokes. And we got there, I got shit faced there, and then I made a thing with Connor. I said we are gonna go home and back to his house or the Misso's house. And then fucking play a bit of Halo. And so we ended up doing that, but it was like about 12 o'clock at night when we got back. And he said, alright then, I'll go to bed. So, and then last night I just slept, played video games.
Nice.
Pretty slack one. Wasn't really much going on really, besides you blokes watched Uncharted, didn't you?
And the new
I was going to
Ghostbusters.
go, but I just didn't really want to.
How was it?
New Uncharted or Ghostbusters?
Uncharted.
It was actually not too bad. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I had read reviews that when you watch the movie, you didn't make, the comparison. You're not there the whole time going, this is pretty because it's Tom Holland who plays Spider-Man playing Nathan Drake, so it's pretty. You're coming out of watching Spider-Man, No Way Home, and he's Spider-Man. You're going, oh, this is just Spider-Man playing Indiana Jones, but all the reviews I heard were saying that you don't think throughout the whole movie, this is the same actor.
And that's with Tom Holland at the moment. He's at like his probably the peak of the career, like from that latest Spider-Man movie. It's fucking high up in the box office now, isn't it?
Yeah, and so was Uncharted.
Yeah, well,
Uncharted was getting pretty high too.
at the moment, I think he's been in 4 movies that's coming out in the last maybe 6 months.
Probably. Yeah.
And like they're like not small movies either. They're like big roles, and it's weird to see like you go to this movie, that movie. It's like fucking hell, pick someone else to play.
It's pretty successful, but you see all A-list actors are like that at one point in their career. Like,
Yeah, they'll do like movie straight after they finish that movie. They'll be doing that movie. If not, sometimes they'll be having movies in between the other movies. So So sometimes when they have their days off, they'll do a couple hours of a scene in this movie and then go back to that other movie. Fuck that, man! Like fuck that. Memorize all of them scenes and all the what you have to say, your script and all that stuff. Fuck that. Fuck that.
It's a hard job.
Hmm.
I mean, it pays well, but it's fucking hard.
It pays fucking well.
Hey, goddamn.
I suppose it has to pay well because if it doesn't pay well, who wants to act? No one.
People want to act.
A lot of people want to do it for free, man. You got like
Really?
well, a lot of places do, like, you know, plays you can come in. Drama festival, for instance.
The drama festival was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was very fun.
But like,
this is like different because it's months of work.
yeah, this is months and months of work.
Not on the actor's side. It's only weeks of work, pretty much. Maybe a month, if that. Generally, when actors are filming.
I feel
stuff
sorry
like
for like what's the bloke? What's his name? He filmed as Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know his name.
Dave Bautista.
Yeah, he spent like what was it, 4.5 hours to get his whole suit on, like his whole
Yeah,
costume
but a
on.
lot of people like that with
I
all
was
their
like-
costumes.
Even like that's fucked. They had to make a mold out of his body, and then as well as Keanu Reeves, he had to get one in one of those movies he played in.
Yeah, Bill and Ted, and you get
yeah.
heap of different sculptures. So did the other
Yeah,
fellas.
it's fucking pretty cool though.
As an actor, you have to work with like a lot of different departments, whether it be
Fuck
like
yeah.
yeah,
Especially
special
makeup.
effects.
Makeup's massive in art movies.
Oh, CGI stuff, man.
More
Tracing and
not really CGI.
oh, not really
but,
CGI. What's it called? Where they
special effects and physical.
Oh no, I mean
effects.
like motion capture stuff, like
Yeah,
you know where the
A lot of
dot
green
suits.
screens.
Yeah, lots of green screen.
I think you see a lot of motion capture more in, let's say, video games. Like a lot more video games. Not so much in movies. Like some movies, like you see motion capture.
you do see a lot of motion capture in movies that you don't think is motion capture though.
that don't what?
That you don't think is motion capture
Okay.
because sometimes they gotta edit people out of, like, they'll film scenes with people in them, like real people. But sometimes it's too hard for CGI artists to make something CGI in that scene, so sometimes they got to digitally remove or
I know-
digitally recreate the whole thing with a motion capped body in it.
I know Rise of the Planet of the Apes was bloody motion captured.
Mm-hmm.
It's also based on a true story.
Is it?
No.
I was about to fucking say, there's no fucking way it is. You had me thinking there, eh? Had my brain going off for a second.
Oh, goddamn.
So what's the plans for this week? This coming up week?
This coming up
Weekend. We'll just say it. Week and weekend.
Weekend.
A lot of editing for me, anyway.
Editing.
Three episodes have to be edited this week.
3?
Oh, we only filmed, 2 now.
Film 2 this week. This one, and then one sometime during the rest of the week.
Yeah, right.
Me, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing this week. I know that if I not working, I'll be working on the cruiser. And then if not, working. And then on the weekend, I don't know what's planned. It'll be my birthday soon.
Fuck yeah.
So I'll have a bit of a birthday thing.
Birthday thing, bit of a bender. Be a good old time.
Morph the fanny.
Man, I'm keen to go to work for a week and get burnt. Gotta love it. It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ideal. But he's building anything, or just refurbing shit and
It's just a lot of
repairing shit?
refurb at the moment. A lot of the stuff, like building stuff, sort of got that out of the way just after crushing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like we started them projects, and a lot of them ended probably about 2 months ago,
Yeah.
month ago, sort of thing, which is pretty good.
Hmm.
But yeah, now it's refurbing everything, whacking it in the mill, so fucking everything can run.
Yeah, you got a deadline for that? Just when crushing starts, pretty much.
Crushing starts. You
You
just keep-
usually want to try and get everything in. Like,
Because you got to do a soft start, don't you?
yeah.
So they probably want everything maybe a few weeks before.
Yeah, you're looking at like three weeks minimum. Because
Before
like you gotta like all the stuff we refurb, and it's not like we finish it and then like whatever. No, it's we finish it. It's got to get like maybe sandblasted and painted, taken over to a different mill. They've got to get everyone in just to fit that one piece, and there's fucking 40 more to get thrown in along the mill. There's a deadline, and usually it's always by the skin of your teeth. It's never just fucking, oh, sweet, we're done. We have like 2 days to go. No, it's fucking night shift pretty much until it starts up.
Yeah, righto.
So, like, that's you finishing a job? Or is that just fucking around? Or
That's finishing a job, man. As soon as it's done, man, we fucking try and send it as quick as possible because we've got to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Hey.
Fair enough.
Other than that, don't know what I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah, same here, really. Nothing really planned. I haven't got anything on my calendar. So, not that I have a calendar. I don't really give a fuck about the time or the date. Well. Fuck, we're out of stock here, boys.
Yeah, we are.
We're out of stock here.
What?
I don't know what to fucking say.
Literally.
I've brewed up everything out.
This is why I say we need a topic for each episode.
And
then we can just work from that.
Well, there's a board up there.
Yeah, but, like, fuck.
Oh, wow, I need glasses. I thought that's a cheesecake, not chess game.
It's probably just my writing too. Unless rewrote it.
Game night.
There's plenty of things that we can bring out. But we got to film more stuff. That's after tech. Do some stuff after tech.
So many things to see, so many things to do, so many things to see at Tech and Q.
You'll enjoy the break while I'm gone. The 2 weeks so you don't have to film one of these.
Yeah, it'll be a little holiday for us.
Oh, at least we've done it.
So-
we're gonna miss out. Have we even told the audience?
What?
Because they're not gonna miss out on much. Are they?
Yeah, they're not going to miss out on anything. It's just going to be us not filming. Hopefully, I can have a fucking different coffee table in here because
By the time that happens.
I just want a wooden coffee table right fucking there.
So what is it?
You got
If
2
it's-
weeks. Or
If
3
it's not
weeks,
personal,
Damn
so where are
straight.
you going?
I already said it. Go on tech. It's like
Tech
TAFE.
AQ.
Yeah.
Ah. .com.au.
I have a period of a whole month
You
of
do?
TAFE. Yeah. Oh,
But you're still here in town.
Exactly. I am closer to TAFE than I am of work, and that's like by a good 20-minute
And
gap.
you also don't have to edit anything, so you just got to come and talk. And then I have to edit everything. Anyway, so.
And
You
you're
don't
doing
have
a
to do
good
anything.
job at it too.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Once I get my PC, I'll learn.
I think that, oh man, I think that every episode we should all put in like $10 and just get a big feed delivered here.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea at all. Not.
Well, that $10 could go onto the Fairly PayPal, and then from there we can shove that money into food and whatever.
That's probably maybe something we shouldn't do. Like put it into the PayPal and then put it into food because I know what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna forget to put money in, and then we're just gonna start spending a lot more of it on food, and then we're like, oh, we need to buy some shit. We don't have any money.
So I
Yeah, but
reckon-
that's what it looks like at the moment. There's been zero bank balance since we bought that couch, and we still bought our camera and whiteboards and other shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. This episode's gonna be hard blunt. We need a.
It's
yeah,
gonna be
bigger
half
topic.
fucking dodgy and shit. But if
think
you want to talk about something or you want us to talk about something, just yeah.
This is a great time for us to bring in our sponsors.
Ourselves.
Play now.
Ourselves.
We should get
Do you
some-
like drinking beer? Try
Please.
Great Northern.
No, idiots.
Yeah,
You're an idiot. You do that, and then you free sponsor them, and then they don't sponsor us because you're sponsoring them for them, and they're not paying you.
Yeah, we're gonna be
you
like-
could cut it out.
Oh fuck it! What's in there? Is it just beer?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, take a really freezing cold one.
So cold.
Worst.
I knew that happens.
What
My
happened?
liver.
Did it overheat?
My liver must fucking fuck it. I'm not having a beer. I'm putting my foot down. I've been drinking for so many days straight.
No, you wanted beer.
I don't need it.
You wanted beer.
I don't need it.
Then why'd you put it there? I might knock it down.
Okay, I would like for us before we start up again to think of a fucking topic.
Are we pausing, are we?
We're not putting this in the episode.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Because no one wants to fucking watch that. It's funny to us, but, you want to actually put in content people are going to watch. That want to watch.
How about we talk about how we could kill Caleb and get away with it?
Okay, all right, yep. I would like to talk about murder.
Why?
Don't look in the middle room of my house. I'm kidding. Or you're next. Let's talk about murder. So, if you were going to murder someone, how would you do it? Like, how would you what weapons would you use? Where would you hide the body? Maybe you don't even need to hide it. You could put it up as a Halloween decoration. Everyone's like, ha ha ha, man, that decoration really smells.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, it says about the same. Wouldn't flies and shit go to it and all that stuff. So.
They would think you're just really eager on Halloween, especially in Australia, because that's all we do. Caleb, how would you kill someone?
How would you kill someone and get away with it?
Well, I wouldn't tell you. That's what I would do.
Well, that's a bit dumb.
Well,
they're going to find out, oh, this bloke's missing. Let's fucking find out where he was last and who he was hanging out with. And then they're like, oh, he was hanging out with this bloke named Caleb Franda. And they'll go question, there's a fucking dead body downstairs.
Actually, I don't think you understand the whole situation here. He's not telling us specifically.
Oh.
Is that not worrying?
Hey? No, it's not really worrying.
If he's not going to fucking tell us, it means he's probably going to do it against us, man.
No, the thing is...
That's what every serial killer would say.
Yeah, the thing is...
No,
I'm not going to do it.
Don't listen to that.
No, do it. Go on, say what you're going to say.
I've got nothing to say.
You got no, say it.
I've got nothing to say. I just said it.
It's terrifying. I'm waiting for him to just fucking pounce like a leopard.
He's
He's just going to jump off that couch and jump over this table and just glass one of us.
He shatters the glass over his head and just stabs you.
Oh, repeatedly.
And then you see me with the other glass. Ting, 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 ting. Oh, well, Clay, how would you murder someone and get away with it?
How would I murder someone? I think I saw this thing on... I don't know. I think it was just an episode or some shit of some sort of fucking show. But they made, daggers out of ice.
Yeah.
Because you could leave it anywhere and the weapon just disappears.
But the blood's still there.
Blood's still there.
Well,
It doesn't matter. The old mate's fucking full of blood. As long as there's none of mine's there, I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
The evidence is on the fucking dagger, man.
Okay.
Dagger melts. There's no evidence.
Yeah, fair enough. He's pretty smart, this bloke.
I think that's the best way to do it. And I don't know.
Well, so you're not even going to hide the body or anything?
Yeah, but if there was no evidence, if you didn't fucking feel him down, man, have all your prints everywhere, and then fucking, it shouldn't really matter if the body's there.
No.
How'd he die? I don't know. Go get some fucking... Oh, he would be a fun thing. So once you kill him, right,
You teabag him.
what you're going to do is you're going to, start cutting up his clothes a bit more with the dagger, and then you're going to grab the tiger hair that you got imported from overseas and just throw some of it on the ground. And then you're going to open up the window and leave it open. And when fucking CSI comes in, they're going to be like, oh, what happened? It's like, oh, well... he looks scratched up. There's some tiger hair on the ground. There's tiger DNA on it. Buy some tiger piss and just all over him, all over the place.
That's where you go wrong.
Yeah, exactly right. They'd figure out fucking something because there'd be no tigers around the area, and if there's a zoo, they'd see if any tigers got out. And if they didn't, obviously,
Great. Now I've got to actually let a tiger out.
They're just going to try and see who's covering up the murder to blame it on a fucking tiger, which you shouldn't be in the fucking city in the first place.
Thinking too far into it, mate.
You are thinking too far, but investigators think that far. That's the thing.
Yeah, you got to give them something that blows them away, and they're just like, "Hey, dude, this is pretty cool."
You give them something that just blows their fucking mind when they figure it out. They're just like, "Nah, we'll let you go, mate. You're right."
Some fucking Da Vinci Code shit. Once they get to the end of it, they're like, "Oh, fuck off! It was this guy the whole time. He was making me fucking hot dogs on the street this whole week. And it's like, yeah, that's how most fucking like TV shows, like murder TV shows go. Like you already know the character from the start.
Yeah, I watched them.
How would you kill someone?
No, I'd kill someone.
Yeah.
Say he was like, oh, fuck. How? Let's just set the scene. Alright. This bloke, I'm at my house. Say, I've just got this nice house. Just got it, blah, blah, blah. He's the homeowner, right? Fucking. And he knocks on the door and he's like, real drunk. He's like, oi, cunt. You didn't fucking pay your payments, cunt. I was like, oi, bud. Fuck off, dog. And then he barges in, because he has a key, obviously.
Yeah.
Barges in, he just tries to fucking hit me. So I
Tries
duck
to
and
key
weave
up.
him, knock him. I didn't like knock him out, but I hit him in the face. This cunt's on crack, so he's coming after me, and he's not getting put down anytime soon, right? So I run to the kitchen, I grab my big bucket 12-inch fucking bowling off, mate. I use cut up in meat.
It's like a small sword, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking. I run up to him like this. I was like, "Here, bud, sing, sing, sing," and then he's fucking down on the ground, blood pissing everywhere. I've got blood on the tiles. I'm like, "Oh fuck, what am I gonna do here?" And then I was like thinking, I'm like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get done for murder, or fucking what's the other one?" I can't remember when you self-defense, fucking manslaughter. Because he was coming at me. Huh?
It's not what manslaughter is.
That's manslaughter. If you hit... Manslaughter is like if you like punch someone accidentally and you kill them accidentally, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not murder.
Yeah.
It's accidentally.
Yeah.
killing.
Accidentally killing. Yeah, my
But
dad...
self-defense is completely different.
Yeah. Right.
I think.
I'll not finish my story.
Oh, you go.
And then, right, there's this body on the floor and I'm sitting there with this 12-inch blade in my hand. And then my best friend, Clay Ford, bleep the last name, Fairly Clay, comes in with lemons. With fucking lemons. And he's like, oi, I bought some lemons.
I thought he was going to come and go, well, what gives you lemons?
I was getting to there, but anyway, he comes in, he sees me with this fucking like bloody blade and bloke dead on the ground. He's like, yeah. What have you done here, Ashley? I was like, oh, but he just came after me. And he's like, well, let's clean it up. So he squeezed a lemon into a bloody bit of water and we cleaned it up. Because Deadpool's grandma, blind one, said lemon juice and something. Fucking can't remember.
Probably
Clean up
bleach.
blood. And she fucking did. And then we buried it at the back, beneath a dead dog. So if they get like sniffer dogs and stuff,
Yeah.
the dogs just sniff up and then get the dogs with the bone. The bone dogs? The dog's fucking bone? That's the one I'm talking about.
Bone dogs.
The bone dogs. The dogs of the bone instead of the dogs of the dogs of the human.
I've
What?
had dog on the bone before. Tastes pretty good, eh?
Does it?
Just like fucking classic, like Viking mutton. It's just a dog,
dog
no
on the
bones, but just one big one.
Sorry, I just thought I
It's
might
like dog
just
on the
make
spit.
up some fucking shit on how I would do it.
That is very interesting. I
Thanks.
think I found a better way to kill someone, and it's been shown before
Yeah.
on TV many and many times from what's his name? It's a well-known actor, probably about the 50s. He's brown.
Johnny Sins?
No, brown, bit skinny. Wiley something. He's a coyote. Wiley the coyote, bud. Fucking with the Roadrunner, man. Now, if I don't know about you, but good old rope and anvil. Rope the cunt up. Old mate walk underneath it. Let go.
I tell you what, that fucking coyote has the worst luck in any other fucking thing in the world. I feel sorry for that fucking coyote.
How fast does the Roadrunner actually run?
Not very fast compared to the new movie of that bloke that can control time. What are you thinking? How fast do you reckon? I reckon he's like in the 200 kilometers.
How you going? Welcome back to the Fairly Dinkum News with Fairly Brody as your host, obviously. And in today's news, you want to hear three blokes talk about how fast the Roadrunner actually is? Well, you're about to find out.
So we're back again. But you got that wrong. You said I would get electrocuted. Do you understand what electrocution is? Like,
Isn't it like
electrocution?
when you get electrocuted, you like die?
Yeah, so actual electrocution.
Yeah, I just meant it as a figure of speech. You don't.
Oh, it's just a lot of people don't actually know what electrocution is.
You've already told me about this before.
Have I?
Yes.
Oh.
I learnt about it when you showed me it. You didn't show me it really. When you
Explained
tested the aircon at my house, you were like, "There's a difference between getting electrocuted
Oh,
and zapped."
yeah. There's electric shock and electrocution.
Alrighty.
A lot of people use electrocution like getting
What was it
electric
called
shock.
when you get like two gator clips and a battery in your nipples? Is that torture or is that...
That's called a fucking good time right there.
What about your testes?
That's a good time.
That's a good time.
It's a good time, man.
Reckon you boil your semen or what? After a while, like sitting on there, you reckon it would start like to boil?
That's a great question. Now, what state does semen boil?
Google that next. After you say
What temperature
I swear to God, if images comes up first.
But you know how every element has a boiling and a melting temperature. There's got to be a melting temperature. I think melting temperature is first, and
I
then it's
reckon it's
boiling
gonna
temperature.
I reckon.
Melting
if it was
temperature
to-
for semen has to be.
it would have to be like
40
a
degrees,
sugar
I reckon.
water mix, and that would give you a close representation. Because I know that semen has a high amount of glucose in it.
Yeah, but that's
Which might give
wrong
a
because
closer
But it still has-
representation.
water's melting temperature is 0 degrees. And it's, well, I don't know about you, but my semen doesn't seem like water at 0 degree at
No.
20 degrees.
Neither does
Water's melting temperature is
Yeah.
at 0 degrees.
Yes. Because if it's not at 0 degrees, then it's ice, isn't it?
What if it's at 100 degrees?
Then it's boiling.
boiling.
That's its boiling temp.
If it's at 0, it's ice.
That's how you
Yes.
make holy water. You boil the hell out of it.
Yes.
So 0 or 1 degree is where it melts and it becomes melted or water.
Hot water.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Well, not hot water, but
I
just
thought
liquid.
you were saying is going from water at room temperature, and once it hits 0, like from the way it sounded to me, is that the water is going to melt, not the ice.
What?
I don't know. To me, it came across weirdly.
So how fast does Roadrunner run?
Right, let's make bets. You can all give me $10,000.
Well, I don't have that. So...
It's not even for the bet. I'm telling you to give me money, you can't. Right, how fast do you reckon the Roadrunner is? Caleb?
Is there an actual number on it?
Yep.
Is it a dead number? Is it like a spot on dead number?
Yep.
Or is it
By
like is it
by
like 206 or something?
by Looney Tunes themselves.
Yeah, but is it like 206 or is it like 200? Is it
like
at 5?
200?
No,
It's a
rounded
multiple of
number.
5?
It'll be like 200.
So
Like
it's
205 or anything. It's
Is it miles per hour?
kilometers.
Okay.
Just, alright.
Its top speed, I reckon, is
150 miles per hour.
no. That's miles per hour, you fucking nugget.
Kilometers, dickhead. Fuck.
Um,
You just got called a fucking nugget.
it's got to be.
No, I'd be 200 k's an hour.
Oh, fuck it. Give me a beer, actually.
Yeah, sure. Okay, hold on.
You got to
I
really
think-
think about
I
this.
think
I
so.
reckon it's 260.
Kilometers?
Yeah. You can't tell me if I'm right or not. You got to wait for
That's the
Ashley's.
hottest thing I've ever touched.
Well, give me
They're
a
out of my
fucking
car.
cooler.
There, that's it. Actually, no. The ones underneath the stacked ones. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. There should be one more cold one in there, coolest one in there. So I put my 6-pack in my car in there.
Is that your final guess?
260.
260. Alrighty.
It's not really that cold, eh?
As long as it's fucking
It's
a little bit chill.
colder than what the other one was.
Oh, it's fucking hot.
It's colder than the other one. The other one's
Oh, Jesus
fucking
Christ.
screaming.
Fucking hell.
Alright.
I reckon it's 500 kilometers an hour.
Oh,
I'm joking. I've seen him run fast.
All I see is fucking Ashley trying to get me a hot fucking beer, and Caleb's just like thinking he's in his zone. He reckons if he lets all of his muscles go, he has more blood flow to the brain.
No, I was just trying to like.
I love the way you did it. Rapunzel.
I'm just trying to picture him in my head running, and I've just seen him go from.
No, I'll do my second guess too.
To stop.
350 kilometers an hour.
He read it, by the way. But anyway.
I have not read it.
I'm going to give you both the chance to change your answers unless you want to lock it in.
Nah, I'll stick with.
Yeah, I'll stick with
whoever's closest
350.
wins.
Think of...
And if you go over, it's Wheel of Fortune reels or whatever the fuck it is. If you go over the amount and you're still closest, that's too bad.
Have you seen a jet move at Mach 1?
Yes, breaks the sound barrier.
Have you, like, from one standing point, see it move?
No, because it's not possible. From like, you see it from the start. No, not moving, and then Mach 1. It's not possible.
What? You can see a jet at Mach 1.
No, but is that what you're saying? Is that
Are you asking about acceleration? Or
yeah, how fast it
Top
goes to
speed.
Mach 1? Is that what you're saying? Like,
No, I'm
instantly
saying
to
that-
Mach 1.
No, I'm saying that, like, if it's already been travelling and
Oh,
you're
okay.
standing and you just watch the jet fly over you.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking fast.
Now,
I
you
haven't
see
seen it.
how quickly the Roadrunner is on the screen and then can just instantly
off of it?
vanish. That takeoff, he's gone. To move that quick. So you're going to lock in 500k?
I'll lock in 350 as well.
Look, I'm looking at 500 because I know I'm closest.
He is definitely closest.
Why would you fucking change your answer?
I don't give a $5 because you've already told us a hint. So
It's
there's
got to
no
be
point.
like 1002 or something like that. 3000, I think, is like Mach 1.
How fast is the Roadrunner in Looney Tunes? 10,000 kilometers an hour. The Roadrunner is a Warner Brothers created Looney Tune character. He is an extremely fast bird who has no main purpose but to dash around a desert.
How fucking fast do you want the gun? 10,000 kilometers an hour.
You could actually measure his speed if you counted his distance over time, over the
what
amount
if
of
he-
frames he's in a cartoon. You could actually, it wouldn't be 10,000 kilometers. But
I think
You
that
fucking made
this
it.
might be just a statement from the
from Warner Brothers
Yep.
themselves.
Oh wow, the actual speed of a Roadrunner is 42 kilometers an hour.
Bit of an exaggeration.
Oh damn! I'm not looking up how to boil semen. I don't know.
What's the temperature
Just do
of
it.
oil semen?
Alright.
Just do it. But no, just do melting temp.
Oh, that's so fucking sketchy.
Semen
then we'll know-
melting temp.
Yeah, semen melting temp.
Alright.
I guess it probably would be room temperature because it's sort of melted, I guess. It's not solid.
It's liquid. Obviously.
Alrighty.
Yeah, look for boiling temp.
Boiling temperature for semen.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Semen or sperm?
Same
Semen.
thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, no, semen. Semen. Imagine just a miniature sperm just boiling.
There's one sperm
One sperm boiling.
out of all 40 million of
I'm at SE and semen hasn't popped up yet. SEM, salmonella, semester. No one looks up this.
Great, but there should be definitely an answer. It's Google.
Um,
You want to put gas? Want to put a guess down?
well, it's
Put a guess down?
It's
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
okay. So it's sperm we're looking at, not semen.
Sperm.
But okay, density is at fucking. Oh, we don't need to read that.
Just-
Melting point
We're going to put a guess in.
It's gonna
28
be-
to 30 degrees Celsius, and boiling point is at 150.1 degrees Celsius.
Oh, we didn't have to guess, but you said Celsius.
Celsius, yes.
Melting point is at 20 to 30.
Melting 20 to 30, yep.
So it becomes a solid at below 20 degrees.
Yep.
So just chuck your fucking.
Then you have to put it in the freezer. You
Chuck your sock in
Just
the.
have
you
to
just
have
wake
your
up on a
aircon
cold. You just wake up on a
Chuck
cold
your sock in
morning.
the fucking fridge. And fucking turns
Well,
into
Yogurt.
Well, you know that's why your balls are outside your body, eh? Because if they were inside, your body temperature's too hot and it'd fucking kill off everything inside.
Well,
That's why you have a fucking sack there.
No.
Wish they fucking put it somewhere where no cunt would kick.
on your forehead.
On your fucking chin. Ball chin.
Yeah.
Fucking, did you know that your balls hang unevenly?
If you don't know that, you must be like 15.
One nut hangs
Wow.
lower than the other. You know why the reason?
No.
You don't? Are you just fucking bullshitting?
No, I actually don't know the reason.
Because if they were right beside each other and we'll be walking, they'll be going like that and hitting each other.
Ah.
We'd be in
Like that
constant
little
pain.
fucking...
We'd
what
be
are
in
they called?
constant
You know
pain.
the fucking string of balls, man? You flick one.
Yeah,
And then-
just like that, and would be in constant pain.
Oh, there you go.
That's why it hurts so much when someone hits us in the testicles.
We have a lot of nerves. I'm fucking... Honestly, they could have made it so it didn't hurt. like fuck your evolution,
You know,
man.
you could, like,
No, but I think it's made to hurt, so you know that something's wrong.
it's valuable.
Yeah, you gotta know it's valuable, but still, shouldn't every part of you just be valuable?
Not as valuable as that. That's like other than your brain and your heart, that's probably the most valuable part of your body. Biologically.
Do you know where, like, alright, it's like an artery, I think, or it's a vein. It's pretty much if that gets stabbed or nicked, you'll be
Arteries.
dead in 30 seconds.
Arteries.
Do you know where it is?
In your leg.
Yeah,
that one's in
your leg. Where is it?
In your thigh.
No, it's in
Mine's
here.
on here. Yeah.
Runs along to there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure the exact
It's your
point is.
femoral artery, I believe.
Yeah, that's
That's why
That's scary to think because my boss, he said that a bloke at butcher's, right? He was just finished sharpening his knife and he just grabbed this big hunk of meat. It was too heavy and he just had his knife in his hand pointing downwards.
Well, he's a
'cause
fucking retard.
He's a bit of an idiot for hanging his knife downwards. And he just he
Why would
felt
he
the weight, he
fucking
went,
let the
oh
knife
fuck!
go?
And then straight to that, and then cut that
Why
fucking
would
piece
you
of skin off.
Put a
and
fucking
all
knife
that
down
shit.
when you're
And
looking heavy shit.
he didn't, he just said, oh fuck, and then he was dead.
Yeah.
30 seconds. That's fucking scary
You
to
only
think
have
30
about-
seconds for you to die.
I think
No, it's a large artery that just pumps blood, man.
and you
Yeah.
don't have that many liters of blood in you. Like you think you're full of it. You don't really have that.
Well, doesn't
No.
your bones make new blood, don't they? Because
Yeah. Your bone marrow
creates new...
creates cells, I believe, that make new blood.
But that takes
Or it stores
time.
blood.
Like, I think it takes a couple months, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well,
no, I don't think it takes a couple of months.
No.
I think it just takes a little bit of time, like maybe a few hours.
Yeah.
I don't think it
But
takes.
it's not an on and off system. It's
It's
constantly
not, yeah, it
doing it
can't.
because
Yeah.
it's pumping shit out just as fast as blood cells are dying.
Well, why
Yeah,
are we
that's right.
filling up if it's constantly making blood?
Right?
Because it
Pissing
still
out
takes
the
that
dead
time.
cells.
Oh, we're pissing out.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of your cells. You piss them
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't know that. I never learned
Excretum.
that in science. Thank you, wherever I went to school.
out. Yeah, well, back to that artery in your leg. I know that a lot of people have broken bones before, but there is procedure when you break that bone up there. What is it, your femur? That one along your
Your
thigh.
femur is.
I think I thought your femur.
Yeah, your
Sorry,
femur's
was that
there,
one?
I think.
Tibia and femur, I believe, because there's two. I think, but maybe that's your femur there, because that is your. I believe that's the femoral.
I forget.
artery.
Oh, fuck.
That's your thorax, isn't it?
Yeah, I got the thorax right here.
But, oh, Jesus. Whatever it's called. I know there is a procedure in which if you do break that bone, like, break your arm, whatever, go to the hospital, when you break that bone, if you have an ambulance come to you, they treat that more seriously because there has been a lot of cases of when that bone breaks, it
It's
severs that
Nicked that artery.
artery. And
Like, it could
that's
be
how a
in-
lot of people have died, literally
could
just from
bleed
breaking
in.
there.
Internally, too, you'd never know.
Oh, you
That's-
would know, but
Oh, you'd be in constant pain, but
you'd
What
be in
is it?
pain and you'd see a massive bruise there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually, fuck it. Apparently, the thing that, easiest way to point it out is you go a bit pale and you start throwing up, and then like a bit of bruising and shit. Throwing up's a big one. If you're throwing up and like you don't know why, you got like guts aren't that crook and shit. It's
What I found out that was, it's not cool to talk about and like say, but I found it a little bit cool that when you're having like a heart attack, you smell toast. Or is it a stroke? I can't
Coating toast. I think it's a stroke. It might be both.
yeah. Well, I've had a heart attack.
Have you?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you do that?
Well, I passed through it. I didn't actually go into cardiac arrest or anything, but
Yeah, I think everyone has mini heart attacks.
oh,
every
this
now
one
and then.
like they couldn't. My heart was resting on 197, like good 5 minutes after I had it, and then they couldn't take my blood pressure at all. Like the machine wasn't capable of taking it.
Yeah, right. It's pretty wild.
Fuck
Was
that.
that when you had heat stroke?
That's
No, that
really-
was fucking a few months after. I was at TAFE, and then chest was hurting a little bit. I was like,
Oh, you did tell me about that
yeah,
one
didn't
too.
think
Yeah.
much of it. Fucking my dad gave me Pop was there. I told him about what was happening, and he's like, just stop down to the doctors here. Like you can get a free check or whatever. And I've walked in, and like my chest was really hurting. My arms starting to fucking. Oh no, it feels half tingly. But it like hurts a little bit as well. And I was like, can I get a checkup? They're like, yeah, sure. So I walked from the waiting room and I sat down underneath this TV. I'm like, fuck, this TV is ringing and my eye vision's going and shit. Looked up at the TV. Gun's not even on. I was like, that's when I noticed, like, just before like you pass out, man, you start seeing them little fucking blue dots and shit everywhere. And fucking my chest is pounding. I can't really breathe in. My arms just fucking, it's just a shooting pain. Just full on. Sat there for like another 5 minutes because, like, I didn't really want to be rude, like, and be like, "Oi, I need attention." Like, I don't know, people could be going through the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but so I was like, if I drop, at least someone will see me. Like, I'm not just by myself. So fucking yeah. By the time I walked in, told the doctor, and he's like, "We got to get you in the other fucking room." And I was like, "All right," and fucking put me up on machines and shit. He's like, "You've just passed through a heart attack." I'm like, fuck off. He's like, yeah, man.
It's fucking scary, eh?
Yeah, well, it was painful and it was weird and it was just hard to do shit. Like, you feel weak and you can't breathe in and yeah, it wasn't a...
Because you were just at TAFE. You didn't have any shocks or anything like that?
No, I was in the classroom that whole week. It just out of the blue.
Did he say it was like, it might have been stress related or something?
I was at TAFE, man. That's the chillest time in my life. Like, literally,
No
I look
stress,
forward to going to
stress-free
TAFE because it's either sitting in an air-conditioned classroom or going out in the workshop and just playing around.
Yeah.
Like,
You
yeah,
didn't
I
get
was
belted from any of the machines?
no. So yeah, it was completely out of the blue, which blew me away.
That's fucking scary.
And I had to wear a the next day I had to go to some sort of fucking clinic and wear a I don't know.
Monitor.
Yeah, they
Heart
put a
monitor.
bunch of things on your chest and on
Yeah.
your sides and stuff, and
Yeah.
you just have to wear it for 24 hours. But yeah,
Pretty wild, eh?
Do you know the the thing for when you like die and then you get I
AED?
think it's like 5 minutes or something like that. You get your whole life memories flooded. Like you get flooded
They
full of all
say
your
that. I
memories.
think it's 7 minutes, but
Or something
I've
like
heard
that.
I don't know how true that is.
See, like, I didn't really believe it at first, but when my dad died and they revived him, he said he saw some of his memories. But no, he didn't see it all because they revived him. So Dad died 3 times. So he made the joke, he said he went up there, they said, fuck off. He said he went down there and they said, fuck off. So he came back here and then they said, no, we'll give up on you once more. And then he came back.
well, there's actually there was a thing that happened. It was a little study. So they had this elderly man. I don't know where they did it. I'm not sure if it was down towards Brisbane or if it was actually done in a university in America. But they took in this 80-something-year-old man just to get like a fucking, what's it called? Where they scan your brain. Forget what it's called. Not fucking,
MRI.
yeah. Well, they hooked him up to a bunch of machines. They were doing that. And he ended up passing away while they were doing it. Yep.
Wouldn't
And-
surprise me.
They noticed something, and we haven't really been able to capture it that well, but this was completely accidental. And because it was half a study, they were able to, like, fucking view it all. It was all recorded. And that whole thing of shit flashing back when you pass, well, they realised that for, like, a good few minutes, or for just a bit anyway, a part of the brain got active more than anything, just fucking super fueled itself up. And it was a part that helped capture memories, which fucking...
What's the percentage of like people that can access all their brain? Because no one, like, there's people that can access more than other people, but not everyone can access 100% of their brain.
Well, that
I think that's false.
Is it?
I think that's
everyone
false.
can, but like there's some people that have different ways of handling stuff. Like you can learn just about anything. There's some people that have photographic memories, and that's honestly that's just somehow a trait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck, that would be good. I forget so much shit. I'm horrible.
Yeah, I have really bad memory too.
I have an alright but bad memory. So my memory thing is fucking annoying when I can't remember people's names. I remember people's faces. Well, they going, old mate, fucking,
Yeah, the old mate.
And then I'd like try to talk to them without ever saying their name. And then once they say their name to someone else, I'm like, hey, fucking. I try to like do that little trick thing.
Whenever you meet someone, say their name 3 times.
I think 7
Say it out
times
loud.
is the amount of times that you use to. I think it varies, but I was told 7 times is the amount that you use to remember something, say something, or read something 7 times.
All right.
And then it gets stuck
I've
in
always
your
done
brain.
it just as 3 times, eh?
I'll try 3 times, but I reckon 3 times is not enough.
Or like if you're just meeting someone like with a new name, just pop their name up in conversation, and that's an easy way to remember it. Like, why are you talking to them first time you meet them?
I think it depends on the scenario, though. Eh? I think if it's a chill environment, relaxed, like if we were here now, and you met someone,
It's different at a pub.
it's different at the pub or a nightclub where everything's popping off. There's so much going on. If you learn someone's name, I reckon in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you've lost that name. Especially if you're meeting multiple people, especially. But yeah, it also depends on the amount of time you take to conversate with that person as well. If you spend a lot of time conversating with them, then your brain goes on talking to this whoever what their name is person. You keep going like that, and then eventually once your conversation's over, you'll remember that conversation for a while, and you'll remember what they were like, how they conversate, and what they were like, and what their name is. See how I think of it anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, fair point.
I don't know how true it is. What do you think of I used to think of this all the time.
I hate it.
Fair enough.
Nah, I can't.
Because I used to think you're always conscious, I should say. And I don't really dream.
You don't?
No.
Actually, that'd be what's the time? That would be a fun topic to talk about.
What's that?
Like after you're done what you're saying, I would like to talk about dreams.
Dreams.
How you dream? Because I've heard a lot of interesting things on
Another
how
thing too.
different
I
people
know
dream.
another little thing. Have you
How's
ever?
that camera going? Still going?
It's still going. It's like 22.
No, well,
Have
that-
you guys
that's
ever
it.
had sleep paralysis before?
Why is that focusing not on us? It's too far down.
Actually might have bumped it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the curve would have hit
So
it.
have you guys ever had sleep paralysis before?
I
Like an experience of sleep
I
paralysis?
have experienced it once, and
Same here.
it was the fucking weirdest thing. I didn't see any like sleep paralysis.
Mine was the
thing.
scariest thing for me. Because, do you want to go first? I'll keep
You go,
going.
you
Fuck
go.
it.
Just fucking said it.
So, this was when I first moved into my sister's room. He got zapped again, didn't he?
Oh.
I reckon it's here, mate.
Oi,
But anyway,
this is how superheroes start, man.
you want me to grab it for you?
Did I just get you?
Yes, you do.
Is there any cold ones in there yet?
Dissipate my electricity. They're all warm still.
So I was in my sister's room. I just finally moved into there after all the they all moved out and all that stuff. And I moved into there, sleeping there for my first night. I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is gonna be dope as shit." And I fucking sleep in my like nice. I set up the room all nice and shit, and then go to sleep. It'd be about 10 o'clock. I put the blanket over my head because I was only a young fella back then too. So I put the blanket over my head and like I felt someone jump onto the bed. Right? Like, no, I'm not fucking with you at all. Like, I literally felt someone jump on the bed. And then, about 5 minutes after that, I felt someone jump on top of me. So, like, you know how you miss those sometimes when you're laying in bed and they jump on you and they put their legs beside you like this and their groin is here? That's how it felt like.
Is it like a big person? Or
Was it a big groin?
No,
I'm thinking.
It didn't feel like it didn't as a male as such. Is that what you're talking about, or a fat person?
No, I'm talking about like how big was it? Because I think of when you say someone jumped on your chest like that. To me, I feel like your sleep paralysis could be a fucking leprechaun.
No. Let's just say someone about my size jumping on my lap. My size jumping on my lap. So 100 kilo, right? So fuck off, can't I?
That's the best.
Anyway, something went wrong there, Caleb.
Oh, it's off.
It turned off again. I'll do it.
We're going to have a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back after this little news read from our sponsor, Fairleigh Smith.
Fuck me, it's hot. Jesus. Anyway, welcome back. And do you really want to know what a sleep paralysis demon looks like? Well, it could be a little bit green, has a little pot of gold. Well, we're here to talk about that.
Yeah, so say someone about my size jumped on top of me and like I couldn't move. So I had my arms like this underneath the blanket, my head underneath the blanket, and I couldn't move. I was stuck there, like someone was just holding me down. And after about half an hour of this, I don't know what it was, a feeling of just someone on top of me, disappeared. And I was able to move. I got the fuck out of my room. Got the fuck out of my room, and then I sat in the lounge room, I watched a movie, passed out on the couch there, and I was fine. It's the scariest, like, one of the weirdest things I've had.
It is.
I shat myself the whole time doing it too.
It is kind of terrifying.
Fucking knows.
Have you ever had it happen to you? Alright, so, like, fuck, I didn't have, like, the whole fucking feeling of someone coming up to me. I'll explain mine now.
Yeah.
So, it was just normal night, work week, fucking ready for bed, laying down in bed. Don't know what time it was, but I woke up and like I was sleeping on my side, but I was like half laying on my back as well. And I couldn't move, like literally, you'd be like, oh, come on, you'd be able to like jiggle around. Or no, you just can't move.
You can't, no. It feels like someone
And it honestly wakes you up that you can't move. I think that's the thing that would have brought me up to awake. And like, I didn't have a demon. I freaked out for a quick second because I had some clothes hanging over, like, sitting in, like, the corner of the room. I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. Because if that pile of clothes moved, I would have actually shat myself. but so
see, that's the thing, man. Like, that's fucked. Like, it's more the feeling that you get.
Yeah.
That you can't move. It's fucked. It's like, say if you're climbing through a hole, like the size of your body, and you're just able to fit, but you can barely move. But this, you can't.
You just can't. If you were in a block of ice,
you cannot move.
And
it's fucking scary.
See, I didn't get to the point where, I was able to move again. I was just like, oh, I hope there's no such thing as like a demon, sleep paralysis demon. But then again, I'm like, I'm already in bed, so I just closed my eyes and tried to sleep. And I slept and I woke up fucking don't know how many hours later, and I was good as gold.
That's generally, if I have like an issue trying to sleep or something like that, like if I wake up, I always used to get shit happening with like around my chest and my heart and stuff like that, where it'd start to sting and hurt and stuff like that. You think of like many heart attacks.
Because you just don't fucking sleep.
Yeah, you never fucking do.
I just fucking, if something like that happens and I just go, oh, this is not going away, then I just like go, I need to sleep. If I don't wake up, I don't wake up. If I wake up, good.
I'm the kind of person where I'm like, I have a pain in like a weird place. I'm like, this is it.
That's why I go to sleep.
This is how I go out.
Yeah.
We're going to go to doctors and they're going to be like, man, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I always think that. I overreact to shit.
Yeah,
So
I do that
bad.
too, but that's when I go, yeah, I'll just see. I'll just go to sleep, and if I
Yeah,
don't wake up...
But the times where, like, when I had a heart attack, I'm like...
I don't think I've had one that bad.
The only reason I went was because my pop told me I should.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was like, I'll go away.
It probably would have gone
I
away
probably
too.
just ate something
Did they give you any meds or anything?
Nah.
So you probably would have gone away anyway.
There's nothing that they could have really done. Unless I actually, like, fucking went through... I dropped and they brought me back. I think that's when they give you heart medication stuff. But that also comes from, like, if that 24-hour test they did the day after, if anything came in, that's when they give you medication and they're doing more trials and shit.
Yeah.
But because I passed through it, they're like, well, we'll just make sure nothing's wrong with your heart and there's nothing wrong. It's fucking weird. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, same here.
I didn't fucking force it on myself, did I?
No. Well, I don't know. This is what it is, I guess.
So have you guys broken a bone?
No.
I haven't broken a bone.
I have. I broke my wrist. Well, just in front of my wrist, like fucking bad up in here.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
That was a funny little thing. So, like, in the shed, like, of the house that I lived in, like, with parents, well, this house that I live in now. So I was a little youngin'. It was the day before grade 5. I remember that to the T. The day before grade 5 started. And we're sitting in the shed. Had his punching bag. Now I've come down and we're just playing around with the punching bag. He's pushing it at me and I'm like grabbing it and pushing it back and like blocking some of them. I was like, go on, fucking push it as hard as you can. He's like, alright. Oh, might need to bleep that name out too. But
Fairly
40.
You're fairly 40.
2.0.
Fairly 40, 2.0.
But fucking gets up, fucking jumps, swings the cunt, and then first reaction is one, block it like that, man. Fucking got tossed, I swear to God, my feet, you can't really see the floor. Let's say about 4 foot off the ground, my actual feet. And then your first reaction when you're coming down is to fucking put your hand out behind you to fucking stop you from falling. Bad mistake. Straight on cement, fucking hand kept moving. Boss. I was crying. I was like, fucking, I don't know how old I was, but Cody's like, oh, fucking stop crying. Mum's going to get up me. He's going to get up us. Like, he's trying to put the blame on me too. And then he's like, oh, you fucking, man, you feel hot. And he goes, grab a bucket of water and tips it on me. He's like, there you go, cool, fuck down. And I was like, and Mum got home, she's like, what happened? I was like, look at my arm. And then, like, yeah, it was all purple and shit and fucking. By the time we got to the hospital, sat there for 2 hours.
Oh, they're fucking bad.
Fuck it. Honestly, that's not even a joke. You could go talk to my mum. It was 2 fucking hours, man.
They're bad.
And by the time I got in there, wasn't crying. I was just like, man, this fucking hurts.
I remember I sliced my foot open. The scars right there. But I was working a bit of sheet metal and fucking doing it barefoot because I'm a fucking idiot. But yeah, I tripped over and it sliced straight through the foot.
Ooh.
And I ran up to Dad. I was like, oh, fuck, screaming me fucking head off. You know what he does? Grabs the 2 pieces of skin, pushes it back together, holds it like that, wraps a bit of fucking bandage around it. Just go to a fucking hospital. I was like, okay. Get to hospital, waited about an hour and a half. I passed out because all this blood. There was blood all over the floor and all this shit. I was holding on to it. I was like, oi, like, need to get fucking stitches, mate. Like, come on. And there's blood pissing out every fucking where.
Yeah.
Takes them an hour and a half to come pick us up and then say, oh, Ashley Tom? I was like, what?
Yeah, pretty rough, eh?
Well,
If you do anything to yourself, make sure it's at night time because that's the time when it's less.
Yes.
That's when it's less
In
busy.
like 30 minutes they get you
Yeah.
instead of the hour and a half.
every time I've been in a situation where I need stitches, I've been fucking pretty straight out of the gate as soon as I get there. Like, so, I remember, okay, this would have been our first, like, games night at Benny's, mate. Fucking, I think during the week. I was at work and there was a pallet of sheet steel, like, fucking, just normal size sheet, 2400 by 1600.
Yeah.
And I'm picking them up off the pallet over my head and fucking just stacking them in the rack.
You cut your hand open, didn't you?
Nope. So, pallet sits about that high off the ground. Like they're fucking big pallets. But then
Yeah.
like you have the stack of steel as well. That's about that big.
Yeah.
And it was galvanized sheet steel. And what they do is they put oil like between it, like so that fucking it's easier to move on and off, and like so it like half suctions on, but then also easy to remove. And I've pulled another sheet up over my head, and one of the pieces suction onto like the back end, got caught on the back end, and it's on the pallet, and it's just gone straight into my leg, on the floor, just straight in. And I've literally had to like pull my fucking foot back, like my leg back, to get it out of my shin. And then it just started just pissing blood like proper, just wouldn't stop, just going all over the floor. And fucking first reaction was I took my boot off, took my sock off, and I fucking just choked the cunt off. And then yeah, I screamed out to me boss. First time I've ever seen fucking, we'll have to bloop it out, but fucking fairly Tory going full sprint. What happened? He's like yeah, he's like, what happened? I was like, I've sliced my leg open. I'm gonna go to the hospital. He's like, stitches? I'm like, yep. He's like, show me. I'm like, fucking, all right. So fucking pulled it down, like the sock down. It's just this big fucking wound, man. It's just pissing blood. He's like, oh yeah, stitches. So I fucking I've tightened the sock back up, and I fucking hopped over his ute in one leg. Drove all the way over there. As soon as it got in, they started cleaning it out. I have photos on my phone too. What's that white shit behind like fucking
Cartilage.
It's cartilage.
Yeah, it cut clean back to that, man. I think it cut through. I think
So
it cut
you
through
know
that.
if you have white stuff come out of your like a split in your skin, you know that you've done a fucking good job because that's cartilage.
Oh, it was like fucking.
It's a big chunk.
It was a decent fucking deep into me leg, man, and fucking. Like they're washing it out, and they're washing it out as quick as it's fucking bleeding. Like it was a losing game. I don't know why they kept trying, and then they just had to quickly wash it out, right, and just squeeze the cunt together as quick as they could. And they had to put a few stitches on the inside before they could stitch outside because it went too deep and it wouldn't fucking heal as good. Like it would have fucking snapped the stitches back open.
Yeah.
Because like.
Have you ever had a split glued?
No.
I've had my finger glued. It's weird because like the glue doesn't hold on as strong as the stitches, obviously. But the thing is, I had to do school and I write with these two.
Ooh, camera's saying
It's
something.
dead.
No, it's not dead.
It has a battery symbol at the top of it. If you can get it, do you want me to do it?
Shazam me.
Oh!
That's up.
He's got a super.
I'm fucking jacked, bro. No.
You know they're not even going to make AEDs anymore. They're just going to call Caleb up.
It is fun. You're up for it.
This
camera's trash.
But I was having an argument with my brother. He crushed a glass in my hand in anger. He just did it as a dumb cut thing. Just crushed it in anger.
I thought that.
And the glass went around and just fucking cut that straight there. They glued it. I was working at school. And the teacher was like, Ashley, do you know you're bleeding? I'm like, what? Do you know you're bleeding? Where from? From your hand. I looked at my hand, the glue split open, and all the blood started dribbling down. I didn't
Which
feel
teacher
it.
was that, man?
Miss Kingma. And I was doing me right, and my whole the top of my book and my piece of paper was full of blood.
Fuck
It was oozing out. I just didn't feel it. Oh, really? Good chunk, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck
A
off.
bit of flashback there, but fucking there was that cartilage shit just before that. Yeah, it's all stitched up.
Yep.
Don't know why I found
That's
that.
you.
Oh no, wait, they looked like someone I've seen.
That's you.
Oh, we have blue eyes, but oh my god! We got to do another boys' night at Benny's. It's official, or at least invite Benny over here because that's the photo from the first fucking games night, Caleb.
First ever games night?
Like the first one.
Like when we went to Benny's and I got so fucked up that like I woke up, started talking about drilling, and went back to sleep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, this is me like here.
I don't know what this fucking shit is. Why I keep getting static all over it.
Yeah.
I don't have one real bad. I had one. I was looking stick in the yard, and you know your electric dog fence, your underground electric dog fence.
Yeah.
I had that sticking up above on one of the fence lines, and it was fucking hard. It was like split in the middle. Whipsnapper got it, flicked it around, and got it stuck in my shit. So I had this fucking bare copper sticking out of my leg. So I was like, oh, fuck, it was all bent up and shit, and it was fucking bleeding. Went to the hospital, sat there for about half an hour, and then the doctor come out, got me, laid me on the bed, he's like, feeling around. I was like, oh. He's like, alright, okay. He's like, I'm gonna pull it out. I was like, what? He's like, I was like, is it gonna hurt? He's like, nah. I was like, alright. He's like, put his fingers there, then he grabbed this end. He's like, are you ready? I was like, yeah. He's like, just fucking, all these beds just fucking straight up my leg. I was like, oh, that's fucking gross.
Oh. I think the best cut I ever did was, I'm not sure, were you in our ICT class?
Yeah.
Eastie?
Yeah.
Well, so...
Is this when you went to hospital?
Yep. So in our ICT class was just like computer technology.
The computer. Didn't you punch or something in the computer?
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, I remember
So we were allowed to pull apart these old school laptops because I was going to chuck them anyway, just to find out what's inside the computer, identify what's inside of it and stuff. And then I said to our teacher, are we allowed to break this stuff? He's like, yeah, go ahead. And then I had this laptop, and these are like old laptops, man, we're fully steel cased. And then I was like, I could snap one of these laptops. It was like, all my other mates were like, no, you can't. I was like, gonna try anyway.
Yeah.
I was so tempted to just snap it in half. So I've grabbed my knee and I've grabbed the laptop. I've gone 1, 2, 3, smash the cunt in half. I was like, yeah, throw it in the bin. And my mate fucking fairly galling he's like, oh fuck. I was like, what? And then he's like, your hand. I've looked at my hand, and the slit in my hand, there was no blood. Then all of a sudden, it just started flowing like a water, like just so smooth.
Yeah.
Just started filling up my hand so quick. And then I had to make 2 cups of hands, man. Just fucking catching my blood and stuff while Miles was sprinting for the fucking tissue box. Just shoving tissues in my hand. And then I walked over to fucking...
Eastie.
Yeah, I walked over to Eastie. I was like, hey, sir, you might look at this. And he was busy with a student on the computer. He's like, come back in a second. I was like, nah, sir, you're one to turn around. He's like, yeah, just let me finish this. I'm like, no. He's like, what? Turn around, look at my hand. He just went pale instantly. He's like, what do you do? I was like, cut my hand. He's like,
I'll see that.
he's like, get to the office. And I was like, all right. So I started walking to the office. And then for a few steps on the way to the office, I got a little bit lightheaded. But I think it's because I lost a fair bit of blood in that classroom, man. And I was just got myself back together and fucking made it to the office. And then they got the ambulance and shit. And hopped in the ambulance. I was just having fat yarns with the ambos. And so the ambo's like, so you broke a keyboard in half? I was like, nah, I did a whole laptop. He's like, oh, all right. Got there. And it was the same situation. They had to stitch the inside before they could stitch the outside. It was only 13 stitches or something. Nothing fucking massive.
Most stitches I've got was 24 stitches on my leg.
So I've never gotten stitches. What's the process of getting stitched inside?
It's rough.
So just
rough.
stitches in general, just to start off with, fucking suck. The stitches themselves, not really a worry. It just feels like a bit of a pressure because what they do is they have to numb you, and the worst thing is the fucking numbing needle because they go around
more than splitting a stitch. After you've done all your surgery and all that stuff, or whatever, and you're doing something active or whatever, you don't even meet it. You split the stitch. You have to put that much pressure onto the stitches. You split about 3 of them.
I've never split a stitch.
I've done that camping with my dad. Fuck, was I in pain. You know what he did? He poured a bit of vodka on it. And he stuck it back together like that. And then chucked a fishing hook in it. And it held together.
Holy shit.
My dad was a dodgy cunt, I'll tell you.
It works.
It fucking worked.
It worked, man.
Went back to hospital after the camping. And we finished the camping. I still had a fishing hook on my leg and everything. Fucking went after finished camping. Went to hospital. They said, It's all right. Your dad's pretty smart. Like, it's not very smart, but it's pretty smart. Like putting
Not what we would do, but it does.
yeah, it does the job. And I was like, oh, cheers. Just could you just salt back up?
Yeah, well, the only reason they wouldn't do it is because they'd have fucking medical equipment on them.
Yeah.
Right.
What would you do with fucking Adam?
We didn't have any medical. We just fucking had the tackle box.
Fishing.
Yeah,
You're not going to piece it together with a fucking fish, are you?
Get a bloody sew it together with a
But
braid or something.
Yeah, well, we didn't have all that. We just had a bit of fucking thinger, and we just said, fuck it. Just need to hold it there until the time being.
But you're fucking lucky because, yeah, the worst part is the numbing needle because they go all the way around, like, the fucking wound, and then they have to go in the wound and, like, stab in there with the numbing needle, and that's just the worst fucking feeling.
hurts.
Especially, like, when, like, in my hand, because you've got that many fuckers, it's just that sensitive, like, with touch. Going in there, I'm just like, oh, fucking hurry up. It's like, oh, only 2 more. And I'm like, fuck, there should only be 1!
You know what I hated? They'll say, just before they put the needle in, oh, you'll feel pressure.
Yeah,
they fucking have their hands.
It's not
and
fucking pressure.
I swear blind, they go like that, and then they...
There's pressure and then there's pain. Don't you fucking lie to me because now I'm pissed at the fucking needle and you. But... yeah, so that getting stitches underneath before you get stitched on the outside, there's nothing different. So you just have to like half hold it together, run some stitches, tie them off, and they're like a dissolvable one. So they dissolve over a certain period of time, and by the time they dissolve, that piece of fucking flesh should have healed.
They use like a sewing needle inside your hand or something like that.
No. So it's like so it's pretty much the same process. But it's the thread.
Like you got to tell me because I don't know anything.
Okay. So what they do is it's like a little tiny hook. There's not a barb on it.
It's not a barb.
It's just a hook. Just a hook. Bit of wire bent, sharpened. What they do is they feed it through.
Yeah.
And then they fucking
pretty much
once
like
or
bring your
twice.
Muscle back together too.
Yeah.
It's just to pull it so like they're not going to go like edge to edge. They go a little bit in, and then when they pull it, it brings that flesh together enough to heal, but it's so far away that it's not going to rip through that difference of like to the edge.
Yeah.
So then, like they do that, and the way they stitch it is like, especially if you're stitching the inside, it's like stitching the outside, but they've got to open the wound so they can actually get there and tie off after each fucking stitch.
Yeah, right.
And they snip it and go to the next one, and then do all that, and then they pull the wound back over. Stitch the outside.
What I used to hate, and you probably got it too with your leg. So I had one on my leg and had the 8 stitches up top here, and so after a while the stitches like sometimes they'll snap when it's all healed and it's all that stuff. It's all like perfectly healed. They'll snap, and all you do is just pull them out. That's all I did for mine. I just pulled them out, but it was so weird. Like you know how you get like that goosebumps, like chicken skin. As you pull it out, you feel your muscle underneath it, like just take over the space.
Have you had many drips before, Caleb?
Like IV drips and shit.
Yep.
No.
Okay, so like, do you know the process? It's like fucking a thick needle with a tube on the inside. They go into your vein, and they pull it out, but they leave the tube in. They just pull the needle part out.
Sure. Yeah.
Now the tube there. It's the same feeling when they pull it out. Like they don't just rip it out; they pull it out slowly, and you feel the whole tube like move. It's not a big tube, but you feel it fucking move, man, and it just gives you the heebie-jeebies every fucking time.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty weird. Like I've seen Dad do some like weird stuff. Like when they had to take his blood and stuff, and they did these little vials. Like some Sheilas, like it's like a little thumbtack essentially, and it's got like these 2 wings on it. I think it's called a butterfly, and so they like have this little band around his arm, and then they'd go like that. They'd be like, "Oh,
Tap
there
it to
it
find
is,"
the vein.
and they go straight in like that, and then they'd pull that one out, so it's blood there, and so they'd put the other one in, and then they'd just plug these little fucking tubes in. And fuck, jeez, I've never seen blood rush so fucking fast in my life. But oh my god, they plug the tube and it just goes
because
sprayed out.
Because like with every heart pump, it's going to be shooting through. Like you can feel that in your fucking wrist. But imagine it further up here. And because you're fucking pretty much going straight in, like there's no fucking, it's coming out, nothing pushing in. It's not going to go to here. It's just going to quickly flow out there. And that's the rate where it pumps through your fucking arm. And it's cool. It's just fucking...
It's fucking fast.
She
filled up about... Oh, so sorry. She filled up about, like, 8 of them because he had to go send all his blood tests to Brisbane. Yeah, so Dad filled
8
up.
is a fucking lot.
Yeah, Dad was lightheaded. I had to drive his wheelchair back to his office, to his room. So it was pretty weird, like, all the fucking shit I've done. Like, I spent 2.5 months in hospital with Dad. That's how long that they let me stay. But that's in different parts of the hospital. They moved us all around.
Yeah.
It's a fucking long time. But after a while, the nurses and all that stuff, they look after you. And then they started feeding me. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking... all the time they brought me in dinner and lunch and all that. It was fucking cool. Good fun.
Some hospitals have horrible food. Most hospitals just
Tell
have
you what,
the
though,
best fucking food.
Hospital is okay, but not the best at the same time.
At least they give you alcohol.
Yes, that's true.
You can have beer with your dinner.
Yeah, but I love the Townsville Hospital because there was a Subway, there was a Zambreros, there was a whole convenience store right next to it.
Which is
So
honestly a great
Every
idea.
single lunch, Dad'd be like, telling the people that walk around, "What do you want today for lunch, Peter?" He'd be like, my son's going down and get me some Subway. I'd be like, yeah, righto, Dad. He'd give
so him though.
Yeah, he'd give me his wallet.
I thought he was going to get some
Get me a bloody footlong with beef. I was like, righto, Dad. Go down, get a footlong, come back. I've already finished mine. I'm like, I'm hungry still.
Yeah.
Dad's like, yeah, go back down and get yourself some. I became a regular of that Subway at the fucking hospital way. Every lunch we had Subway. Every single lunch.
It's always been good though.
It's so good, and it's like the way to get down there was so easy. I just walked to the elevator, which was about 3 steps away from Dad's room.
Yeah.
Just go down to the 3rd floor, down to ground 1 or ground. Walk over the road, see the helicopters land and go take off and all that shit. Walk back over the road, go up the elevator, and that was it.
Yeah.
I know.
That's right there. So.
Hospital though, I think Dad just got out of Townsville. He started to stabilise, but he wasn't allowed to live at home yet. So they kept him in hospital, after hospital and all that. And so hospital was a mission and a half. So I used to always try and get in there before they close. So visiting time closes at 8, I think it was. And I had Connor and Isaiah with me and just me to go to see Dad. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's go see Dad. Dad was like, go to the bottle and sneak me in some beers. So I was like, okay, Dad.
Why not though?
Sure. So we get to the bottle, buy about a 6-pack, and we fucking get there, and literally not even a second. It was about just on 7:59. We pressed the button to get in, and it just opened. It literally turned 8 o'clock, and they were just about to close, but I put my hand there so Isaiah and Connor can get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got in there, and then I think we left about 4 o'clock because we watched two of the Hobbits. One of them was the Battle of the Five Armies, and the other one was the one before that. I can't remember what
Desolation of Smog.
that one.
Yeah, right.
We watched those
Last two.
Yeah, the last 2. And so yeah, it was a long journey. I think it's been 6 years now since Dad had his
Has it
accident.
been that long?
Yeah, 6
Holy
years.
fuck. God damn, I remember when it happened pretty much here.
What was it? I was in grade 11.
Yeah, would have been. Oh,
No, it was, the end of grade 11.
yeah.
I did finish grade 11. I didn't finish grade 12.
It hasn't been 6 years, sure.
It's been 6 years, man.
It's only
12
been
years.
Like 5 years since I finished.
Maybe 5 then.
5.
So
You reckon? No, can't be.
11, 12, 1, 2.
2018.
This is my third year. It'd be like 5
It's been
years.
4 years since I finished grade 12.
It's been 5 since I finished like our year. What have been 5?
5 years.
Oh, well, there you go. 5. Not 6.
Still though, fucking hell.
Still a long time ago.
Yeah, that's ages, eh? I don't realise how fast time goes there. It goes so quick.
So slow at the same time though.
Depends.
See, looking back on it, it's always going to be fast. But then, like, when you're living there, it's like drags on.
Oh, that's sort of true. I mean, your work days sort of drag along.
Everyone talks about it, but like
years, I think, over time, I think.
Oh yeah, you
just
think
go so quicker.
you can remember shit like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't look at
I think
Missing
that
out, man. You're gonna love the memories,
yeah,
especially when you like get to see them, all your Like, I love the deja vu moments for me. Is like, you felt like you've done this before, but you haven't. But you're just witnessing it now.
I've had moments of that where I can actually remember waking up dreaming, and I remember my dream because it was just like I dreamt about something normal, like a day at work, and then it actually happened. So it wasn't like I remember doing this. I fucking literally dreamt about what I did like a few months later. That was probably the weirdest moment. It's happened to me fucking twice ever, but still. Man, fucking. Yeah, we get injured a fair bit. We just do really dumb shit and get hurt in the process.
true.
But Caleb somehow doesn't really go to hospital that much, so
He's a lucky boy.
let us know in the comments if we should put Caleb on an IV bag.
Let us know in the comments if we should either break Caleb's left leg or his right leg.
I don't know if you've got to break my bones, They're pretty bloody strong.
Do you drink a lot of milk, do you?
I-
Do you drink a lot of milk?
Yes.
Definitely. It'd be a tough one.
be-
I reckon a cricket bat or a golf club.
He's a Dark Souls boss because he drinks milk.
He just has a health bar. Caleb the Wise or some shit. Yeah, I am the milkman.
Oh,
My
yeah.
milk is delicious.
Is halfway like like a lot of Dark Souls shit like that halfway point.
Changes
Shit just changes. He's just got like
Electrical fucking fingers like
Yeah.
Darth Maul.
yeah, electrical fingers, but he gets a milkman costume and it's just like guzzling milk left and right. If you don't hit him quick enough, his health bar will go back up slowly.
But only to that halfway point, otherwise it's too dark.
Surely that's got to be a t-shirt or what?
That has to be a t-shirt.
Just Caleb as a
And
Dark
Caleb's
Souls
face
boss.
is as like a Dark Soul boss.
I'm
And then it just says, I'm the milkman. My milk is delicious.
the milkman.
Fucks.
Oh, well then, on that note, what time are we up to?
I don't know.
Probably about 2 hours now, aren't we? Probably.
Not 2 hours, man.
Well, it's 9 o'clock now, just about.
Be an hour and a half, but we also cut out for a bit, so we might need to talk a little bit longer.
Might need to talk a bit longer.
Just a little bit longer.
Okay.
Well,
I have a fun little thing that I reckon would be fun to talk about because I know everyone has different situations with this. Dreams.
I don't dream, so I'll be back soon. That's not a joke. I do not
Fuck
dream.
off. Everyone dreams.
Or do you feel
If I-
like you have but you can't remember?
If I dream, I don't remember it as soon as I wake up.
You even said it, you forget shit, man.
Hey?
You even said it, you forget
I do,
shit.
so it's possible that I dream and just don't remember, but like I don't remember straight away then.
Yeah.
Then I may as well just not be dreaming anyway.
When I wake up, if I wake up from a dream, I like try and remember really hard what it was.
Yeah.
Just so I can fucking... Just so, like, I could wake up and be like, oh, yeah, never about that. This is right. Like, I've heard of some people where they dream, but it's not like a... It's more of like a feeling, not an actually, like, visual dream.
Mhm.
Like, feeling sensations and, like, hearing, but, like, not actually visualizing anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's fucking, to me, that's fucking weird because I don't know about you, any of you viewers, but to me, it's always been like a fucking movie scene, like first person,
Mm-hmm.
fucking, yeah, it's just incredible.
I think the most surreal dream I've ever had, like, it's not really interesting, but it's like I was asleep and then I woke up. In my dream, I woke up at 2 o'clock and I had work, right?
Yep.
So I was like, oh, fuck, I'm late. I'm really fucking late for work. My boss is going to fucking shit. He's going to flip shit, man. And I woke up. I was like, oh, fuck, it's 2 o'clock. I'm fucking in real life. So I get up, I get changed, I put my boots on, then I check the time. It's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, you know, fuck. I take my steel caps off and then lay back down in bed. That's it. Go back to sleep for another 2 hours.
Most surreal dream I've had was actually just a few nights ago. So on Netflix, the movie War Dogs. I've been watching it. Like, well, yeah, it is. Fuck, it was a really good movie, but like I only watched a bit of it and then I had to go to sleep. And then I had a dream where I was on the couch watching War Dogs, right? Like literally just everything the same. No like little fucking hidden Easter eggs, shit like that. Yeah, I was literally just sitting in my lounge room watching War Dogs. But I checked the time, like I paused it for a second to check how long the movie was and what the time was on it. And then played again. But when I checked the time, the movie went for 10 hours. The literal only thing that was weird was that instead of like, like an hour and 50 minutes left, it's like 10 hours and like 20 something minutes. And it's like, I was like, what the fuck? Why is this such a long movie? I know it's based on a true story, but no way that's a full movie. And then I remember waking up later that day and I was like, because I had work, I was like, there's no fucking way that movie goes for so long. And then I got home and I checked it. It's like, there's only like fucking an hour or something left on the movie. I'm like, was I fucking dreaming? I didn't know if I was dreaming or not, but I clearly was.
So this is like we're talking about when we have a dream, but we think it's so real until we realize it's not.
It's so real to the point where like you're honestly confused.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything, like we could be in the studio right now. You're seeing shit as you are right now, but something might be a little bit weird. Like say
Well,
like you
an
left,
Inception dream.
like you've left two of your drinks half full. That's the only difference.
Yeah,
like for me,
no word of a lie. It's like that. It is.
You weren't here, but I'll just quickly say I was sitting in my lounge room watching the movie War Dogs, which I just started. But I checked the time, and the movie was 10 hours long.
Okay.
The only difference was...
Did you fall asleep watching the movie?
No, I paused it and then, like, brushed my teeth, went to bed. And then...
And you dreamt that you were still watching it?
Like, I was just sitting on the couch and then I got up and fucking...
No, well, I was going to say, if you're dreaming that you're still watching it, what were you actually watching?
Porn.
Part of the movie I've already seen.
So you're just rewatching the movie in your dream.
For 10
and then
hours.
You press the button to say pause.
But I wasn't watching it for 10 hours. Like, I don't know how long the dream went for, but like, it was like, I just checked the time. It was 10 hours. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then, like, that's all I remember of the dream. But I remember, going to work the next day being like, there's no fucking way it went for 10 hours or what? Like, because I didn't watch the full movie. I remember pausing it, and then that was it. But, like, I got home and checked it just to make sure I wasn't going fucking insane. I was like, it had to be a fucking dream. There's no fucking way.
You know what I hate? The one thing I hate about dreams is that when you have a really fucking bussin' dream, like, fucking cool as is, like, what you want. Like, video, like, guns, you're shooting guns, you're being a badass, like, And then as soon as it gets to the good part, you wake up. I fucking hate it. As soon as I get to the good part of any dream, like, I'm just about to complete, like, say, a mission or something like that. I'm just about to complete it. I wake up.
I had this weird thing when I was a kid. Whenever I had a nightmare, like, it sort of becomes lucid, but to the sense I realise it's a nightmare. Like, and what I do is I fucking... In my dream, I'd force myself, I'd fucking close my eyes, block my ears, and count to 3. And then I wake up in my bed. Like, I could always do that in most nightmares. And I remember one situation where it didn't work right away. So, I'll explain the dream a little bit. Gary, if you've ever met me, I'm full of ideas and a big imagination. So, my dreams are half fucked. So, I was in primary school, right? And, a normal day. And then this big tree monster made of vines come out. Vines and bark. It's like, wolf. He would have been like 30 meters tall or something. And what he does is he gets a vine and spikes it in the back of people's necks and just lifts them off the ground a bit. And like he just controls the people and uses them people to like grab you and stuff. And I'm just fucking dodging and diving these cunts. And there was a Chinese kid that was picked up. And I remember... He was on Australia's Got Talent for playing violin, and he was in my dream for some reason. And he wasn't holding the violin, he was holding a fire extinguisher. And I was like, fuck this. So I ran from like primary school to my house. I didn't live that far away from my primary
Yeah,
school.
you didn't. Yeah.
But I remember getting to my house, closing my fucking eyes, blow my ears. 1, 2, 3, wake up. It didn't work. He's coming closer up the road. I'm like, fuck! And then I started doubting myself. I'm like, is this fucking real? And then I tried again, then it worked. I was like, what the fuck was that shit?
I had a scary nightmare before, like that. But I don't do what you do, like close my eyes and then shut my ears and say 1, 2, 3 and then snap. I picture something. I usually try really hard to think of something else to like say, kind of like you've got like a bad guy and then you've got a hero in a situation.
Yep.
I think of someone that I like as a hero, and then they're gonna fight that person.
Oh, that's dank.
And then and as soon as they always win, they've never lost. I remember one time I was shit scared. I was in the old Friendly Gross, the old IGA, old one, the one that got burnt down.
Oh, yeah. God.
I was in that one.
That was a while ago.
It's a fuck long time. I got photos of it still in the at the house. But I was in that, and the whole town went dark. You know that movie, The Fog? So fog is when they get like trapped in this big store and these giant creatures come out.
Is that the end of it where they blow their brains out?
Yeah.
And then there's one. I want to spoil the movie. Have you seen it?
I recommend watch it on movie night, just so you can get an idea.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil the ending.
Yeah.
Because the ending is such a big
Fucking head spin.
fuck you. Like, that, the worst ending to a movie. But it's funny in a sense.
Anyway, so instead of the fog creatures, it was so essentially like your unique characters, like your headless horseman and all that stuff. But they were like say your mini enemies, say like in a video game, say like Dark Souls. But the main enemy was the Grim Reaper, and I had the Grim Reaper imagined in a black coat, obviously with a scythe, but his eyes were glowing blue, like flame.
Oh,
blue.
so he was a good guy then.
No, he wasn't a good guy.
We're fucked.
He wasn't a good guy.
Fuck
That
that.
was the thing. And like his horse was all like rotten skin and like fucking scary. So he was chasing me from that IGA to home, chasing me all the way. And then I tripped over around his house
Of course you fucking
in the gutter. I tripped over there. And then I hid in my little corner and then I imagined something. I can't remember who I imagined. I think it was Optimus Prime. I'm not fucking with you. Optimus Prime.
And so
Fucking just stomped on the Grim Reaper like that, and then I was happy. I was saved.
the greatest movie fucking ever. Grim Reaper versus Optimus Prime.
No.
Optimus Prime just stomps you on the head.
Yeah, probably just fucking comes in to save
No
the
more
day.
death ever.
Pretty sure Fortunate Son was playing as soon as he rocked up.
Some folks about me. But that's how I always solve my dreams. I've always like anything like that. Anything.
You're a problem solver.
Oh, my
Optimus
nightmares.
Prime.
My nightmares.
I'm just going to apply them assets in real life. Not solving anything, I just want Optimus Prime to hang around.
My coolest dream I think I've ever had was Pacific Rim was real. When I was a pilot. Yeah, I was loving it. I was like, oh. Have you seen all the anime of Pacific Rim?
No.
It's dank as fuck. Watch it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I'm having fun with that. That's about it for dreams for me.
I feel like my coolest dreams are nightmares just because how they turn around.
Yeah.
Like, I like some horror movies and stuff, but like, I know for me, nightmares are always the best. I remember we were running across the Burdekin Bridge, me and some random fella, and we had SWAT teams, fucking military chasing us, and we're sprinting at like 60 k's an hour, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and we made it to the middle, and SWAT and shit came from the other end of the bridge, and we're like, where do we go? It's like, there's water underneath us. Jumped off, and then we fucking, I don't know where he fucking landed. He might have died on the way down or some shit. But I'm just swimming at like 60 k's an hour, and then I come up to like this bit of land. It's just sand, and there's a fence. A fence only goes like about 5 meters that way, and then like comes on an angle and blocks off to the water. Like, I could just walk around the fence. But then a shark came up behind me, I fucking quickly got on the hand. I'm like, haha, eat shit. Shark had legs, fucking started walking.
Ninja.
Started walking on the fucking land. I'm like, there was a big hammerhead. I was like, fuck. And I turn around and there's a door on the fence, and I've gone to it and it's chained up. I'm like, oh fuck, and then just wake up.
Brody's calling.
Yeah, because he's outside.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw him. So
He's my lift home.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
on
on
that
the
note, thank you very much for listening to the Fairly Dinkum podcast. We hope you enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you want any new updates on what's going on, and have a gander.
Fucking oath. Leave comments. Let us know.
Facebook and Instagram will all be underneath in the description below, and maybe our PayPal if you want to donate some money. It's up to you guys, but every cent is appreciated.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
Visit the new website too.
Visit the new website. Yeah, it's good fun.
Website.
Um,
Full of goodies.
So, yeah, I'm Fairly Ashley. It's Fairly Clay. It's Fairly Caleb. Signing off. Catch you later.
Very cool.